What's up, everyone? I am back, and it is that time of the year. And no, I'm not talking about Christmas, I am talking about Fimbulwinter tournament. It is finally back. This is Fimbulwinter 4, so I think by now it is a yearly tradition that AOL Iron Maiden makes this all Norse tournament every winter. And basically, at this stage, it's such a good tradition. I think all the top players are signing up for it. Even the non-Norse players, they sign up for it. Like you'll have people like Nolus, Matreus, and all kinds of people who sign up for Fimbulwinter. It's really, really cool. It's always something to look forward to. And I urge all of you to go and follow AOL Iron Maiden on Twitch as well as YouTube. He's really putting on a great show, and you can see some footage here. Like the overlays and the sound and everything is just perfect. So go and follow AOL Iron Maiden. He's really, really putting on a good show, and he deserves all the views he can get. Anyways, I'm gonna make sure that I upload my games on my channel here. And this first game I play here is versus Rapl. Rapl, obviously a really, really good Norse player, one of the top Norse players in the last few years. And he's playing Odin, I'm playing Loki. The rules on Fimbulwinter is that the first game is always played on Mega Random. So Mega Random, for those of you unaware, it's a randomly spawned map. You don't know if there's water, you don't know if it's high hunt or low hunt. Everything is random. And I choose to go for Loki, whereas he goes for Odin. And I don't even have any starting hunt, so I'm forced to move to the right of my base after two Aurochs here. And I think right now I do realize this is a very low hunt spawn, so I'm just going to build at home. Maybe I'm scouting a bit forward here, but I will eventually decide to just build at home. My gold mine here isn't the best. It's a bit forward, so there's a chance that I'll get rushed, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, yeah, Fimbulwinter. Last season, I ended up in second place. I lost to Shadowfax in the finals, and Shadowfax, I think most people will say he's still a favorite to win this year. He's such a good player, and he's such a fast player. In the North Wars, as you'll probably see as this tournament unfolds, having speed and having good micro is of the most importance. So Shadowfax, all of his skills and abilities, they just translate really well into being a good Norse War player. So he's the favorite, but other than that, I think me and Rapl, I think Shelty, Count, Yoshi, heck, even Matreus and Nolus are really good contenders. There are more as well. I'm sure I forgot some, but it's a really good tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing how it unfolds. But I actually find two Aurochs here as well in my home base. I didn't see them in the beginning, but it's not a big deal. It only means that they are a bit safer for me to go to afterwards. I won't be pushed off of hunt early, because I already took the two that was outside of my base, so it's not a big deal. I built my temple and I'm just scouting around the map. What else is there even to fight over? And I see some elks in the middle and the two Aurochs I still have at home, right? So I know it's going to be a bit of a slower game. Honestly, most of the times in Norse War, it's not uncommon that a game ends in 5 or 7 minutes, but I think this game is going to be a bit longer. And the big reason for that is the fact that you don't really have much hunt to fight over. Plus, it's a really big map, so I expect that Forseti is going to have a really high impact this game, so I just build at home. And my goal is to get a bunch of Hersers out and get the Hall of Thanes upgrade, because what that means is I will have some really good units that's going to be hard for Rapl to counter, because my heroes are better than his, and my heroes are going to be faster than his too. So my aim is to run around the map and be annoying with Hersers while he is struggling to move his army around the map. But before I get there, I have to survive his early pressure. We see him going up through Freya, and he's already got a Herser near me, and there's a Valkyrie there already, so he is building forward. He is trying to put on the pressure, and it's a nice forest fire there. Opening up my base means it's a lot harder for me to defend my base. And this is the dynamic of this matchup, Loki versus Odin. Odin wants to put on the pressure early on because the later the game goes, I would say maybe from the moment that Loki gets Hall of Thanes up, then Loki is in the driver's seat. But Odin needs to put on the pressure early and see if he can get some damage done before that moment. And that is what Rapl is trying to do here. And me, on the other hand, I'm just trying to survive. I know that once I get maybe like 8, 9, 10 Hearses out with Hall of Thanes, I'm in a great spot. But I need to get there. And that's what I'm aiming for right now. It's really good for me that this is a low hunt map, by the way that this game is unfolding. Because Rapl right now, he's got all the map control, but there is no hunt left on the map, basically. Other than what I said, 4 Aurochs and 2 Elks. It's really low hunt map. So if it was more hunt than that, he would get a good advantage over me. But I know that even if he's got map control, it doesn't mean too much. So I'm chilling for now, just trying to defend my base. And he's putting on the pressure on this tower here. I haven't even invested in getting the tower upgrades. I'll just, because I really want Hall of Thanes out. That's of much higher priority to me. And he can take down the tower, it's fine. I'm building houses as well, obviously. And a bit of a misclick here, but it's okay. My troll is getting so much value here, by the way. And Rapl is trying to kill it. He knows that this troll is really powerful here. I took down a throwing axeman there. Or did I? Maybe not yet. Maybe I'll do that later. But the troll can just sit there and hit the raiding cavalry and the throwing axeman for huge damage. And it's such a pain for the Odin player to have to deal with. Here's a really big fight. This is a very important fight. And I'm fighting with my villagers. I'm fighting with my dwarves. And Rapl is kind of caught here. You see my troll is taking down the throwing axeman. And my villagers are doing a great job at taking down the hearses there. I think I lost 2 villagers there. But he lost like 3 or 4 hearses there even, while I lost no military units. I did lose 2 villagers, and I lost some idle villager time as well, but all in all, this was a great victory for me. I take down a hearse here, as he's retreating with my villagers too, and my troll is just doing a good job here. It's so insane what this one unit can do here against an Odin army. So I have researched Hall of Thanes now. I'm not sure if it's in yet. Maybe it is. Yeah, it says so on the message there. I do have Hall of Thanes now, so this is where I begin to take over. My hearses are really, really strong now. But I still have to defend. That's the thing. My gold mine is exposed, and if I just... I get a really nice hearse kill there. I know I have Hall of Thanes now, so I need to go raiding. But I still have to defend. And you're gonna see the power of hearses now. Like I said, this is when I'm in the driver's seat. These 4 hearses are going to look for something to do. And I notice houses spread amongst his forward base. And houses are a great thing to go for. Some nice damage here by Rapl. But yeah, house raids. Look at this. I immediately get a Valkyrie spawn and I send her out to see if I can maybe go raiding on his base. But Rapl does the good thing here, and he's taking goal control, and he is forcing a lot of idle villager time here. So it's a sort of a race between he can deal the most damage now. Him through gold control and forcing idle villager time, or me through raiding and taking down houses and just being really annoying with these hearses. As you can see here, I can win these skirmishes versus his units that are spawning from his barracks here. 4 units and they're dealing so much damage. And the Valkyrie is starting to deal damage too. It's so insane, the power spike you get with Loki once the Hall of Thanes kicks in. And I've got a real good gold mine here, so even if he's got the gold control on my forward gold, I can send the dwarves to the right side, which is what I'm doing now. I even find a nice berry spot down the bottom, so I don't have to start farming just yet. But no, this is interesting. He's forced to send units back to my 4 hearses that are just causing so much chaos. And when that happens, that means that my home army is now stronger than his, and they can now take on his army as they're retreating. Plus, my Valkyrie is dealing so much damage in his face, so everything is going extremely well for me right now. I'm very happy about the way that things are going here. And I have to retreat here finally from that army. My army is strong, but I need to always utilize the fact that my units are faster than his, and I've got more myth units than he does. I need to utilize those factors and make sure that I get the most of it. Another Valkyrie spawn here. Valkyries are great spawns because they can heal your units and you can go raiding with them. You saw how much damage that earlier Valkyrie dealt. This is Norse Wars, by the way, guys. Look how amazing they are compared to something like Greek versus Egyptian or anything. So much chaos, so many things happening. I love playing these, and he does a good raid here. He already killed 2 or 3 dwarves there, and I'm forced to move back. Fortunately for me, I had spammed a lot of dwarves onto goats, pigs, so it's not that big a deal losing all those dwarves. But yeah, I win the big fight here. And I have all those hearses in my army, meaning I spawn Einherjars, I spawn trolls, and another Valkyrie as well. So my army is really strong. Not only do I have superior mobility, I also have the better army in a straight up confrontation. So this is where I'm super strong. I can raid, I can win big fights, I can defend my gold mine, everything is going great for me. So he's actually sending his gold miners forward. I think maybe he was hoping that I wouldn't see that. He would sort of sneak the middle one. He didn't expect me to go there, but unfortunately for me, I see the Ox card as it is moving forward. So I notice his forward gold mine operation there. See all these Mithrin spawns I get here, and they're free. I don't have to do anything for it. Well, I have to fight for it, obviously, but I don't have to pay anything for it. So I've got all these Myth units now, and Rapl is in a bad. Look at that Einherjar spawn. Immediately uses his special attack, and obviously that boosts the rest of my army. I'm actually losing this fight somewhat, but while I'm losing, I'm also destroying his base, and I'm disrupting his gold miners, and yeah, I'm not even losing that hard, because most of that army was free anyways. Most of that army was free myth units that I had received from Hersus. And now I'm starting to get trolls out as well. It's going to be even harder for Rapl now. Adding in some barracks as well, and Rapl calls it. It's a good game. Interesting first game to my Fimbulwinter tournament here. So yeah, basically that's it. I'm going to post the other game tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. Peace.